Have you ever had that creepy feeling? You're just talking to a friend about, say, wanting to learn how to bake sourdough bread, and then bam! The next time you open your phone, you're flooded with ads for bread starters, baking classes, and fancy Dutch ovens. It's like your phone is listening to your every word, or even reading your mind. It's a common experience, and honestly, it can be pretty unsettling. But is your phone actually eavesdropping on your conversations? Let's break it down. The short answer is no, not in the way you might think. Your phone isn't constantly recording everything you say and sending it to advertisers. That would require an insane amount of data and processing power. Not to mention, it would be a huge privacy violation that could get companies into serious trouble. Plus, your phone's battery would drain in no time. So if it's not secretly listening, what's really going on? The reality is a lot more complex, and in a way, much smarter. It's all about data, algorithms, and the digital footprints we leave everywhere. Think about it. You're not just talking about sourdough bread. You probably Googled easy sourdough recipe a week ago. Maybe you watched a couple of baking videos on YouTube. You might have even followed a popular baker on Instagram. Your phone also knows your location, your age, your gender, and what your friends are interested in. All these little pieces of information are collected by the apps and websites you use. They're like digital breadcrumbs that create a detailed profile of who you are and what you like. These tech companies have incredibly sophisticated algorithms that analyze this data. They don't need to hear you say sourdough because they can already predict you. We're interested in it based on your online behavior. It's called predictive analytics. They see that people who search for baking tips and follow certain food influencers are very likely to be interested in buying baking equipment. So when you and your friend chat about it, it's often just a coincidence that the ads show up right after. The algorithm had already figured you out days or even weeks before you had that conversation. Another thing to consider is something called cross-device tracking. You might have searched for something on your work computer, but the ad shows up on your phone. This happens because you're likely logged into the same Google or social media account on both devices. These platforms connect your activity across all your gadgets, creating an even more complete picture of you. They also look at the people you're connected with. If your friend you are talking with has been searching for baking supplies, the platforms might assume you share similar interests, especially if you're frequently in the same location or interact online a lot. It's like a digital version of birds of a feather flock together. So, your phone isn't a psychic or a spy. It's a very clever detective that's exceptionally good at putting clues together. The clues are the data you give away every time you go online. While it might feel invasive, it's the engine that powers a lot of the free services we enjoy. Is there anything you can do about it? Absolutely. You can go into your phone's privacy settings and limit ad tracking. You can be more mindful about the permissions you grant to apps and regularly clear your browser cookies. It won't stop tracking completely, but it can give you a bit more control over your digital life. The next time an ad pops up that seems a little too perfect, don't panic. Just remember the trail of digital breadcrumbs you've left behind. It's not magic, it's just data. What's the spookiest ad you've ever gotten? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.